Caroline is on the phone now. Hi, Caroline.
Caroline.
Hello there.
Hi there. So you got a problem with low blood pressure?
Well, it's my post mainly. I've been a competitive athlete all my life, and the last 2 years I've had spells of being lightheaded. And when I went into hospital because I almost collapsed, my post was 33, and overnight it dropped to 23. But I know I've got a low resting pulse anyway of 42 normally, but it never has dropped like that before.
So OK, let's just see what Zoe says.
So I know one of the things you flagged up is whether you have this athlete's heart syndrome, and you may well do. So athlete's heart syndrome is endurance athletes, generally athletes who train for more than an hour at a time. Usually people are running long distances or sometimes lifting very, very heavy weights, can get a big heart. So the heart's a muscle, like any other muscle. If you train it very hard, it will get bigger. And if a big heart that is a healthy big heart, like a lot of athletes have, pumps blood more efficiently, it pumps more blood each time it pumps, so therefore it doesn't need to pump as many times. So to have a low heart rate is normal in someone who has a healthy big heart. Now, some athletes get a big heart and it causes problems. It causes something called cardiomyopathy, which means that the heart can't pump properly. I don't think you have this, but a lot of the athletes that you hear about having sudden heart attacks, doing marathons and things like that, tends to be a genetic problem. So nowadays, a lot of elite athletes who are endurance athletes will be scanned every 2 years with an echo test, which is what you need. You need to have an echo. Have you had that test done yet?
Had the test done, but it's not come back. I haven't had the results yet, but the lady that did the test said it looked fine, but obviously she was only, the lady that was doing the test. But that day that I went in, my pulse was 33 that day, and I didn't feel very well,
I suspect in your case you may well have a large heart, a healthy heart. I suspect it's unlikely to be causing your symptoms, actually. Your heart rate is probably normal for you because you've been an athlete for all these years. And I know you're 54, and I wonder, are you around the time of menopause? Is that something that's happening at the moment?
Yeah, I'm right in the middle of that,
So I would guess your symptoms, this lightheadedness, is probably actually not to do with you being an athlete in your heart, and to do with the same as it would be anybody else who's around your age, maybe due to menopause, maybe due to something else. And I think it should be investigated on its own. Your heart's being looked into, that's great, but it should also be investigated on its own. And I believe your blood pressure's OK, which is a good sign as well. So it sounds like you're having all the right tests. Keep going with those, and I think don't be too concerned. I think everything's probably OK.
So no, you don't see at this point there's anything that to be specifically concerned about?
Nothing to be concerned about. If the echo comes back and that's fine, then having an enlarged heart as an athlete doesn't cause any problems, so you can just carry on as normal and keep training if you can.
OK, good. Don't let that put you off.